notice in Elon Musk's perspective as well, key thing to look at is what kind of rhetoric they are using. And one of the things he talks about oftentimes is saving humanity. Okay, that's fine. Here, President Trump is saying about sort of like, manifest destiny into the stars. But what kind of things are they proposing for the humanity that we have here on this planet? And what are they saying in terms of improving climate, for example, on this planet? And that you don't hear much. So, for example, you mentioned Manifest Destiny a couple of times, which has a deep historical problems with that in the 19th century with the America's expansion to the West, which came at great cost of the native populations over there, and also of the environment, for example, buffalo and other.
See the Ken Burns documentary, and listen later this week. We're going to talk to author John Sayles about the Carlisle School and his new book. To Save the Man is the first part is the title of the book. It's going to be it's a great book.
So so those things we have to think about. So here there is an explicit mention of Manifest Destiny in terms of human expansion into space and onto Mars. So that should give you a pause that at the same time when President Trump mentioned this, in the same speech there was no mention of, for example, the environment, which we all know, scientists know, we have to take care of it. There are fires going on, there are floods, there are extreme temperatures, there are all of these things that are happening, and yet he doubled down on the use of fossil fuels. So this is not what it looks like. This is not the lofty rhetoric they often couch their ideas in, but rather underneath it is the same rotten ideas of profit and those type of expansionism and profit that comes in. So in that sense, perhaps the use of Manifest Destiny is appropriate because it is exactly the same problematic stance that the Americans had or the US had with the westward expansion in the 19th